Hey, it's Uncle Joe. We parked back there at Wilson Gap and we're heading north on the Bartram Trail. This little perch up here, one of my favorite little spots. Just trying to see what the colors are going to look like. We went up to Lookoff Mountain last week. Colors were not quite pink. This week I think they are pink. So, or as close as we're going to get on a weekend. So I thought I'd come up here, get a little short hike in. You know, Georgia-Florida games today, so I don't want to miss too much of that. So I thought I'd just come up here. The drive in was just gorgeous. I mean, the leaves are really popping. The mountains are red and orange. This is the weekend, but it might be a little cloudy tomorrow, so I figured I better sneak out, get a look at them today while I can. I don't know how good the colors are being picked up over there, but we're going to work our way around across that gap and up on to that rise there. But where we're wanting to go, I believe, is out on the edge of that somewhere, and it's going to be looking out to the east. And it's just a great little spot. You know, you just look down, everything's below you. So I'm hoping it's going to be a great place to look at the colors. We might have a little bit of sun in our eyes up looking out that way, because it's just about 12:30 or so right now, maybe not even 1. So the sun's kind of laying down to the south and east. So we will see. One thing I didn't do that I meant to do was put an orange sash of some sort, say that real fast, on. We are on the border of the WMA, War Woman WMA, so the Bartram pretty much rides the border. So everything to my right is in the WMA. So there are going to be hunters out and about. I saw 2 deer today coming in. So one was actually down at the highway, but one was when I got way up close to the turnoff here to Wilson Gap. So it's late in the day, so there may not be that many hunters out, you know, this time of day. So hopefully I don't get shot. But yeah, like I say, we're right on the edge. We got a ridge beside us, so nobody's going to be shooting down this way, I don't think. So we should be fine. If not, nice knowing you. Got some voices down that way. Trying to think of where we are. There is a horse loop down that way. It's a bit more around to our left, I thought. So could be hunters. I don't know if that side's hunted or not, but that's kind of the Darnell Creek area. There's a food plot down there. I think it's called Riley Field. And somebody could be in there. These people are close. Yeah, they're pretty close. I don't think there's a trail down there, but to get out the GPS and look, there is a loop down there, but I thought it meandered back away from this point. But anyway, well, they ain't got a gun. Just came across the gap. There's a couple of hikers camping there. The noise I heard was one of them down the hill there looking for his dog, so that explains that. Anyway, we're moving on. Get up this side slope. We're zigzagging our way up this slope here out of that gap. series of switchbacks. Pretty cool. Getting some views as the leaves have come down. Working our way up. Now this is what the doctor ordered. Look at this view. It's one of my favorite places, really, in all the trails that I hike. I didn't know this place had a name. I always just called it, you know, the window, or looks like it's called Victor's View. This is just a fantastic view. It really is. You can hear the dog barking down there. I think those guys found their dog. That's who we heard hollering down the hill earlier. And 4 guys just came through here hiking southbound. Oddly enough, they're Florida fans. 2 of them said they grew up in Tallahassee. I don't know why they're not Florida State fans. But anyway, that dog probably hears me talking because they're just down at the bottom of the hill. But, or he's barking at the hikers that are coming through, so they're getting pretty close to there too. So. Anyway, yeah, beautiful spot. Beautiful spot. All right, we're heading back to old Gobi. Took Gobi out today. I changed her oil and figured it'd be a good idea to get some miles on her with that new oil change. So she's been sitting since we got back from Colorado. So I'm getting a little jealous of Earl. Stopped back there and talked to those guys at camp. They got their dogs together. I'm down here in the side slope, and I told them if I was them, I'd get up in the morning and just a few hundred yards up the trail, they'd have a beautiful sunrise. So maybe they'll do that. Sometimes you tell people stuff and they're like, oh yeah, that'd be great. They'll probably forget. I'm one to talk because I probably would too. Anyway, heading back to Gobi. It's good to get up on that perch again. Colors were just beautiful. I brought my binoculars. I'm always forgetting them in the truck. I don't mind carrying a little extra, given that I'm not going very far. I don't know, this might be 1.5 miles in, if that. So, very, very short, but I wanted to see some color. This is probably the last weekend of this many leaves are going to start coming down. But over to my right, I'm getting a beautiful sun-washed ridge we saw earlier. I mean, you can't beat that view. You got a little rock face there. Just beautiful. Anyway, the game will be starting soon. Getting on back. There's still some green up there. There's still a lot of leaves. I was afraid we might lose a lot this past week, but we got a lot of rain. Maybe that helped them hang on. Beautiful sunny day. It's really making visibility nice. We don't have too much further, so we'll be back at the gap, but it's good to be out. Anytime you can be in the woods walking, it's a good day. Well, unless you're being chased by a bear or something, but you know, or a maniac with a gun. Most days that you can be walking in the woods are going to be good days. All right, we are back at the gap. You just see old Gobi down there. Hopefully nobody broke in and got my animal crackers. Am I the only one that likes to bite the head off the lion before I eat the whole lion? I don't know why I do that. I always did that. Probably compensating for childhood fears. Lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. They probably should have got me some help. Well, that's a wrap on Victor's View. Didn't know it had a name. Anyway, I'm gonna get on the road and get something to eat and watch this game.